Hello again. It's been a while. See, I haven't been uploading so much because I have to like shout into this thing for it to pick up my voice. I'm shouting right now actually, and so I can't do this unless the area is pretty much empty. I don't want people to hear me. It's just too nerdy. I couldn't live with the shame. So that's why there haven't been many videos. But for the first one that I get up in a while, I decided let's have the rematch against Scott. There was a rematch against Scott. This happened quite a while ago. It's only getting up now, but here it goes. So Scott leads with that Stormy, and again I know that Scott knows that I lead with Swampert, and I've seen these Stormies before that have Grass Knot, just for Swampert leads. So, Naughty Blissey enters the room. Naughty Blissey wants to know what's going on in here. I say I'm ready, as I was recording, and now I'm just going to switch to Snorlax to take the Grass Knot, which I think he's probably going to use, and then Body Slam. Maybe I'll paralyze something, that's what I'm aiming for. But he tricks me, and he gives me Black Sludge, which is really weird. I had to think for a second about what Black Sludge does. I remember it's bad. I can't set up now. It's like as bad as a choice item. Then his own Snorlax comes in, and it's just laughing at me. It's like, haha, I have leftovers, you have sludge. So I decide I'll go to Scissor. Kind of worried because my Snorlax knows Fire Punch. Maybe his Snorlax will know Fire Punch. But I bring Scissor in anyway, and I decide I'll just use U-turn. He only hit me with Body Slam, and he didn't paralyze me, surprisingly. I'll go for U-turn because you can't go wrong with U-turn. You just can't. And I was wondering what might he bring in, anticipating, and isn't that just the worst? That's the last thing I was expecting. I hate this thing. Everybody hates this thing. I had to check its type because I know it can only be hurt by super effective moves, and well, it's ghost type, so I decide I'll go to Rotom, and Rotom has Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball will kill it, so I bring in Rotom, and I was going to use Shadow Ball, but Shadow Ball would be unbelievably predictable right now. Well, it wouldn't really be unbelievably predictable. That would be illogical, but it is extremely predictable anyway. And I'm thinking that Snorlax is going to come right back in and start doing whatever it is it wants to do, so I think I'll Will-O-Wisp and catch that Snorlax. But I had to stop for a moment just to let him know how annoyed I was at his incredibly annoying team so far. Tricking Snorlax Black Sludge and then having this thing on the team, very, very annoying, and I just had to let him know that. So there we go. Yeah, take that. Yeah. So I'm gonna go for this here Will-O-Wisp, and he stays in. He sucker punches. I Will-O-Wisp, so it doesn't hurt me. I gets burned. It's probably sashed, but the burn damage killed it anyway. So that was really, really epic. It's awesome. Naughty Blissey has, in fact, so awesome. Naughty Blissey feels compelled to comment on it and says, "Lol." It was pretty funny. And then a Ninjask comes in. A Ninjask and Shedinja on the same team. Right now, I'm really wishing that way back at the beginning, I didn't switch to Snorlax and I just kept Swampert in and used Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock would have been so useful in this match. But it can't be helped. Naughty Blissey knows what I meant to do with that Snorlax. I meant to catch Snorlax with a burn, I believe. Yes, yes I did. Naughty Blissey's on the ball. Naughty Blissey's clever. So, I know the secret with Ninjask, and that secret is when it comes in, you just attack. You just attack, attack, attack. Don't give it the chance to get in that Swords Dance. Whatever you do, don't let it get in a Swords Dance. Because that way, all it's going to be able to pass is speed. And speed isn't too difficult to deal with. Not on a team that has a Scissor and a Lucario with the Bullet Punch and the Extreme Speed. And now I'm thinking, is he going to sub again, or is he going to Baton Pass? If he Baton Passes, maybe I should Thunder Wave, but I can't Thunder Wave because if he subs, he'll get the Swords Dance. So I decide I'll just attack. But I'm thinking Thunderbolt will be predictable, that's what I've been using. So I'll use Shadow Ball. And maybe he'll bring in something and it will be weak to Shadow Ball. Maybe. So I go for the Shadow Ball. And he Baton Passes. This is an important moment right here. What will come in? Make or break. And Snorlax comes back. And this is actually pretty funny. I go to Will-O-Wisp, and even after all the speed modifiers, I'm still faster. And I Will-O-Wisp, and it uses Crunch, it only does a quarter. And Naughty Blissey laughs out loud, because it is very funny. Because Rotom isn't even all that fast. It's like base 80 some odd speed. It's incredible. It's still faster than Snorlax even after +6 speed. So I bring the Scissor back in, because he just used Crunch again. And I was thinking this time I'll use Superpower, in case he doesn't switch. But then I came to my senses and realized that Superpower is just too much of a risk at this point in the game. I'll go for U-turn again. But he Body Slams, and he paralyzes me, and I get Para Hats. That's like 7.5% chance. So he comments, lucky me, yeah, it was pretty lucky. Pretty annoying. And I just U-turn again. He Earthquakes, it doesn't do very much. I U-turn, I get a crit. But even if I didn't get a crit, the burn would still have killed it on the next turn anyhow. But since I got a crit, I can now type lucky me as a sort of semi-witty retort to his lucky me, just a little bit up there. Yeah, take that. So I'm going to switch now, obviously, since I just used U-turn. And I'm thinking that, oh, Naughty Blissey's left the room. My theory is that Blissey was only here to see Snorlax, because, you know, Blissey, Snorlax. It must have been love. But it's over now. Oh, Latias comes in. Because I'm thinking, Snorlax, Special Wall, it's dead. Latias will probably be able to kill whatever else comes in, or at least maim something. Because Latias enjoys doing that. Loves killing and maiming. It looks all innocent, but no. Oh no. And the bug comes back in. And I'm just going to keep attacking. Don't let it get Swords Dance, so I just attack. And he subs. And now I'm thinking it might know X-Scissor. And that would kill my Latias. And Latias doesn't want that. It wants to live to kill and maim another day. So I decide I'll switch because I want to keep Latias for later in the game. And predicting X-Scissor, I go to Scissor, who 4 times resists. But he uses Aerial Ace and he gets a crit. But Scissor holds on with 1 HP because Scissor is that lucky. Yeah, he's surprised. I was surprised too. Holding on with 1 HP. So I decide I'll Bullet Punch. That'll kill it. And I was just thinking for a moment, and he doesn't have any entry hazards out. So I could still switch Scissor out and use him later on, if I wanted to. It all depends on what he brings in now. So I was waiting. What could it possibly be? It was a Flareon. Flareon's funny, it has ridiculously high, like, base 135 attack, and nothing to use it on. But I was still worried in case it might be able to set up. I think it knows Curse, it might know Baton Pass. I think Flareon can get these things, but I really don't know. I'm not familiar with UUs. I don't even know if it is a UU, it might be an NU, I have no idea. Either way, I decide I'll just stay in and see what damage I can do to try to gauge what its defense might be. I'll use Bullet Punch, see how it goes. And it does a surprising amount, 46%, even though it's not very effective. I was pretty surprised. And now I decided I can just bring Latias back in. Latias bound to be faster. Flareon probably no Shadow Ball, but I'm faster. I'll just surf it, kill it. But then I remembered he has a Starmie, so I don't want to get stuck on Surf with Starmie about. But I decided if Bullet Punch can do 46%, then Specs Thunderbolt surely can do 53% and kill it. But it doesn't. It survives it, much to my surprise. And it uses Superpower. I don't know why it used Superpower, but it did, and now it's dead. So I know he has Starmie. It all depends what the other Pokemon is. And it's Octillery. It's just sad, really. Look at his face. It just came in. It's going to die. 155% damage. It never got to do anything. It's doomed. And then, just like in the last match, it comes down to Latias and Starmie. I'll use Thunderbolt. I think it uses Thunderbolt too. Yeah, I guess it doesn't know Ice Beam. Though even Surf would have been a little bit stronger with a stab. But anyway, it's over. And that was that. So, yeah, not many videos out. It might be more. But I have to shout into this. And it's very annoying. And it annoys me even more because my voice doesn't quite come out right on the finished product. So I need to buy a microphone. But you know what it's like when you're a student? It's strange. You have like perpetual free time. And yet you still manage to not ever get anything actually done. It like defies the laws of physics. It's weird. But anyway, until next time, see ya.